we'll do it real fast. All right. Today's class, Urban Barberation on Specialist London.
Specialist Summer.
All right. Who'll be assisting? Will be assisting. All right. There's importance due to the flux in the war today. We don't normally fight in jungles and offshore continents. We're more urban now. It's where the women are. It's where the people are. The people who want to get. And the top thing that we're going to go over is a four-man team. This is a specialized team. Special Forces elements. They like to use this concept of the four-man team.
Good Lord. We're going to class, people's cell phones are going
Why?
off.
Hey, don't worry, it's okay. Just keep your composure. All right. Let's see. Hey, do you want
Put your phone's on vibrator silent.
Phone's on vibrate.
Oh,
You want
vibrate,
me to
yeah.
demonstrate what the four-man stack would be like?
Okay.
Special summon?
Yeah.
You good? All right. Well, anyway. All right, right here, you've got, this is your AO right here. This is where you're going to assault in through. You're starting right here. This is your fallback point, your rally point, your HQ. It's Fob Jaeger. If you don't know, it's based off an actual Ford base in Munich. Very fun place. Okay, this right here, you remember Americanos, right? You want to go to Americanos? All right. Go into a little bit about this right here when you're walking your team in.
All right, you get into Americanos.
This is all American.
You're going to encounter here with the big bouncer here. Don't piss this guy off. He'll break you.
I must break you.
Anyway, your team linguist comes up to the bouncer, starts talking gibberish, or German as I like to call it. Talking Dieter language to me. Alright, so your number one man knows the language of wherever your location's at.
Whether Swahili, Zulu, Islander, you get the idea.
Swahili, Zulu, Islander.
So your number one man gets you in the door, because they don't know you're an American. You're not supposed to be in there. Your whole team comes in here through the door. And immediately, what do you see first? You see the big bitch right here.
These are your civilians on the battlefield, by the way, if you didn't know, while you're going through gathering your intelligence to report back to higher.
This is where your number three man comes into play right here.
Number three man's your grenadier. He's going to be your most junior member of the team. He's the one who's responsible for taking grenade situations. He doesn't know any better, and he's pretty much in Germany on the team.
Yes.
Now, can the number three man also be married?
Number three man could be married, or he could be a former grenadier.
Yes.
Okay.
Coming back on, you might be a Bravo team member, get off, come back on an Alpha.
As long as the
operation.
wife doesn't find out and come calling me and I don't get stabbed, I don't care.
Right, tracking.
All right.
Alright, where were we at here?
All right, three man.
Alright, yeah, so
Grenadier.
your number two man comes in, normally stands somewhere about here when you first walk in the club.
This could be your team leader coming in. Your team leader is your most senior man in the stack here, marching in. He's going to be responsible for the emplacement of your men, and placement of your team throughout your area operations right here in this instance of the building.
Number four man usually comes in with the number two man. The number two man is usually going to get the ass.
Yeah.
Unless it's grenadier, but number two man never goes number three man because it's not good.
Your number four man, he's the wingman. He's the number two guy in charge. If your team leader goes down, the wingman, he can pretty much do anybody's job there. He's been through the grenadier position. He knows a little bit of the language, and if he's got to step up and lead, he can lead.
It's also very important when you come into the bar or club, set up your security. Each member has an important role.
It's very important to remember to scan your own sector.
Yes. Remember your sectors of fire.
You want them to be interlocking, by the way, when you're coming in. You got to come in here, not always necessarily with violent force, but you got to be aware of your surroundings and situation.
I got a question. When
All right.
interlocking sectors of fire
Yes.
lead to cock blocking?
Yes, indeed. Very good question. The cock blocking.
Right.
That's a,
Is there any obvious hand and arm signals for?
I noticed you use this. Yeah. It's usually.
Oh, got it. All right. Yeah.
yes, for example, cock blocking,
Yeah.
or
Got it.
Yeah,
Oh,
basic
got it.
chop.
Yep.
Danger.
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 Yes. Okay.
Each member of the security team must know one important role. The drunker the chick is, the better.
Remember, three things you're looking for. She smokes, she's got a tattoo, and if she's stumbling drunk. If she's all three, she's good to go. Remember that.
And for the vital part, if she has puke in her hair, you're going home with her.
Yes.
All right, so, all right, let's throw a scenario. Let's say you're going in, you're breaching in, you've breached in through, your linguist has brought you through to the area. Action on contact right here. Bam. Hit your first obstacle. You've got the fat chick. You send in your grenadier. He goes down. Well, who's going to take his place? What's going to happen? You've got your wingman, the man that's done everything. He's responsible for the medevac and security. Your medevac in this case, you're going to have to use civilian counterparts due to the urban operating environment. So the taxi, should he go down through drunkenness or being drugged? Hopefully not.
Yes.
Should he? The wingman's responsible for that. Yeah, Professor.
Yes, anyway, if you the overdose miss and the lower dose miss.
It really looks like a star.
Okay, I got a question about, I
Yes.
see a car of Bullseye. What is,
Yes.
SOP?
SOP on finding Bullseye or Bullseye roaming?
Bullseye roaming.
Okay, roaming Bullseye. All right, you're going to counter, the chance of encountering Bullseye,
Minimal.
minimal to moderate. It depends. Sometimes you may find the enemy mounted, sometimes it will be dismounted, walking into the controls. Now, should you come up on dismounted, it's very easy to blend in with your local surroundings. But should you come into a mounted patrol of the enemy, you do not want to engage. Walk on, remain calm, cool, collected, and blend into your environment. Yes.
Would it be safe to assume that they have firepower superiority?
Yes.
Indeed they do.
Indeed they do. They have quite an arsenal, not limited to, but including
The Dieter beater.
Dieter beater, pepper spray, handcuffs, and Germans.
I've got
Yes.
something. What if you encounter hostile civilians?
Hostile
Oh!
civilians? That's a very good question.
Oh.
Indeed.
All right.
We've come into this situation many a time.
We have.
Mostly in this area here.
Yes.
Where you get one drunk guy dancing on the bar here.
Yes. Yes.
And you're down here with his girl and your four compadres. And he sees this, and he's not too happy. And you gotta take the bigger guy up there, put the smack down on his candy head.
Yes.
Take out his knees, push him off the bar, whatever, beer bottle to the head, you're good. Make it silent though. Remember, we're all scouts here, make it
I got
silent.
something to add to the Bullseye support.
Yes.
If you encounter Bullseye,
Yes.
from experience, I know it's best not to make eye contact.
Yes.
That is a big no-no.
Yes.
Do not make eye contact. And if they do make contact with you, it is best to have someone say, like I, with a Canadian passport, and
Yes,
say,
indeed.
we are Canadians, we are tourists, we mean you no harm.
Also, that's a very valid point. Also, the same idea as a team linguist.
Right.
If you don't have someone from another country where you can use their experience, a team linguist, the one who's taking the time to learn the local culture.
At this time, when you come into the local enemy, public urination is not the best thing.
No, don't face public property. Nothing detracting the mission.
Smith.
So you set up the plan during work. Could you elaborate on the PCCs and PCIs
Ah,
of the
yes,
mission?
very good point.
Anyway, you didn't have the proper club attire. Under Armour shirts and hats.
No, it's no go.
No. Damn it. You gotta have your smell good on. You always gotta put that on through the whole body, inside the jeans.
Should you put baby powder on your balls for
Yeah.
chafing purposes on the dance
Indeed,
floor?
you could.
You
It's up to
very
you.
well could. You very well could.
Your cell phone, gotta have some chick's number out there.
And also your cell phone. Pretty much your wingman there. He's going to have a number to the medevac, the frequency for the medevac to call up, medevac and CASEVAC. So you'll want to make sure it's plugged in ahead of time.
In my case, you need the Magna XXXL condoms.
What if you're more of a petite man?
Bigger cops.
Yeah, those
Or
little
just
finger
don't go
cups
with
will
them.
work.
Oh, okay.
Just don't go with
A
condoms.
little bit small.
Raw dog it.
Yeah.
It's all
Kind of like a
a
triple
little
risk.
risky. Yeah. And you got to remember, you want to dress to the occasion. You want to dress to the culture. As Professor Sumner here said, you don't want to be wearing boo-foo clothes in a nice club.
What is the SOP to where if one of the men get too drunk and they start hitting on the fat chick?
Outside the grenadier or the grenadier?
Outside the grenade.
Outside.